So this property that I'm stood in right now, I have accepted an offer literally yesterday on it, and it is sold. And my mantra is, if a property doesn't work as service accommodation, it gets sold. So listed it with these guys, and it literally went live Boxing Day, and it is sold already. So it's going to work. The lady that has bought the property, she's going to be living in it herself, so owner-occupier. So why am I selling it? Well, the parking restrictions outside, permit parking, going to make it difficult to do service accommodation. And if it doesn't work, when I get a property back from a tenant, if it doesn't work in service accommodation, I sell it. It's literally as simple as that. Why? Well, some of you may have heard me talk about this before. With buy-to-let and HMO, you can't offset your mortgage interest against your rental income. And so I don't want to keep it as a buy-to-let. And also, the Renters Reform Bill is something that is looming large. It's probably going to come in at some point this year, Renters Reform Bill, and look it up. It's creating more and more headaches, in my opinion, for landlords. Okay, decent landlords that are going to be at the mercy, even more so, of their tenants. Okay, and so I don't want to go into, I'll talk in other videos about the Renters Reform Bill and what that entails, but I'm not interested in being a landlord anymore because of things like Section 24 and this Renters Reform Bill. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell it, and there's about 50 grand's worth of equity in this property, this flat. I actually own the flat upstairs as well. Guess what happens when that tenant gives me it back? That's getting sold as well, and I'll decide whether or not to serve notice before the Renters Reform Bill comes in. But actually, if you need to sell the property, you can still serve notice and get your property back from a tenant. So I'm not too worried about that. I just don't want to keep doing buy-to-let. So I'm going to sell this and then invest in a property that does work as serviced accommodation. And let's say I bought a similar flat that there's no parking restrictions or whatever, and use it as serviced accommodation. Guess what? I'll cash flow at least 5 times, at least. Sometimes it's 10 times and more what I was cash flowing as a buy-to-let. I'll be able to buy with a serviced accommodation mortgage. I'll be able to offset all of that mortgage interest against my SA income, and I'll be able to claim capital allowance. Now, in the year of purchase, so capital allowances, that's the amount of money that you can earn tax-free from the property. You can only do it with service accommodation. You can't do it with buy-to-let and HMO. And on a £100,000 property, you're looking at about 35 grand's worth of capital allowances. So that means that I'll be able to earn 35 grand tax-free. And I'll be able to earn that 35 grand in that tax year, because you've got the annual investment allowance in the year of purchase. That's actually up to £1 million worth of tax-free income if you have that amount of capital allowances that you can earn in the year of purchase, or if you do a development once the properties go live as serviced accommodation. So that's pretty cool. So that is why I sell. You know, I still want to build the portfolio, don't get me wrong, but I want to build it with properties that work as service accommodation. And I don't keep hold of buy-to-lets and HMOs indefinitely. That won't work as serviced accommodation. And so people often say to me, oh yeah, but what if something happens with service accommodation and it's not going to work as well as service accommodation in the future? Well, guess what? You could sell it. You could turn it back into a buy-to-let, couldn't you? You could turn it into an HMO or whatever it is. So I still am a big believer in building up a property portfolio, but I'm not interested in being screwed over as a landlord to tenants right now, okay? I'm not interested. Service accommodation, it's more money, less tax, and no tenants. So hopefully that was useful, everybody. Here's to your success in service accommodation. Remember, your future needs you. And if you would like to attend any service accommodation training with me, I can offer a certain amount of places for free. Then type yes in the comments and I will send you a link where you can get 2 free tickets. Take care, everybody. See you soon.